Hello, YouTube friends. I wanted to make a video with a little bit of a different message. Just something I've been thinking about lately is, you know, with the huge popularity of the Louis Vuitton pieces and all the fakes that are out there as well. If I really like Louis Vuitton, does it mean that I'm flexing or trying to be something I'm not? Because you like the monogram pieces, should you feel like people might think they're fake or, you know? Um, and the answer to that is no. I have always loved the Dr. Bag style, and one of my first was a old Dooney and Burke from like 15 years ago. It was that Dr. Bag style. It was my favorite bag in the world, and ever since then, I just gravitate towards that Speedy Boston bag style. Um, I was late to the game as far as Louis Vuitton pieces go. It wasn't even on my radar, really. I didn't know about them enough to care until a few years ago. And then I saw the Speedy and I was like, oh my God, I love that bag. That bag speaks to me. It's everything I wanted it to be. It's, compact. It's the Dr. Bag style and lightweight. So I went on my search. Of course, you know how it is for people when you get something in your mind, you get fixated on it and you can't sleep without thinking about it, dreaming about it. So I went on like that for about 6 months. And I'm also, not willing to go above a certain price point. So I definitely knew I wanted used. Um, and I really do love the way the vachetta looks when it's broken in and completely patinaed, and it's got that beautiful rich honey brown color. So I knew for me that I was not willing to just walk into a store and buy a new one. I probably could, but I think that's, in my opinion, for me and my lifestyle, that's a ridiculous investment to make because I'm not gentle with my bags either. So, you know, I've had experiences with new vachetta and it scares me. So I went on eBay and was looking, and this was back before, I know they were getting popular again, but the price points were not anywhere near where they are now. It seems like every time Louis Vuitton raises their prices, the resellers follow suit, and you're just stuck paying hundreds and hundreds of dollars for really subpar bags. So luckily I got this one at a time when it wasn't that bad at all. There were many on eBay available for, in the $200 range, which is what I got this one for, and my other one as well. So I'll tell you a little bit about my story with this one. This was my first, and I also have the Batignolles horizontal, which I showed in the other video, and then I have my Speedy 30. So when I bought this one on eBay, it was a private seller. She had it forever. This one is a 2003, and she had it forever and just, was tired of it, wanted to sell it. The handles on this were, I swear, black in the pictures. And so I think that's why I was able to get it for such a reasonable price. But the vachetta everywhere else was really nice. It's a really kind of a deep honey color. But it's very nice. And you can see I've already scratched up that. I seem to scratch it every time I use it. So when I purchased it, I thought, okay, I'm good at rehabbing bags. I have been doing rehabbing and reselling for a long time. I'm sure that this will not be too hard for me to do. I can do it. And oh my God, it was so hard to get them down to any sort of reasonable shade. I mean, I don't know. The bag didn't have any smell to it. I just think this lady really liked her hand lotion a lot. And it was almost like tacky, the buildup on there. It was just gross. So anyhow, this being my first Louis Vuitton bag, I did not know what to expect as far as the feel of it or anything. And it came in the mail and it was flat, and I unwrapped it and I thought, oh my God, what is this? It looks like a little deflated football. It is so awful. When I ordered it, I was originally looking for the Speedy 30, and that's what I had in the search bar. And that's how this one was listed, as the Speedy 30. And this lady didn't know anything. So I got it and I was like, why is it so small? And then I looked at the logo placement and I was like, dang it, this is a 25. This isn't what I wanted at all. I wanted a 30. So here it is with the black handles looking like a deflated football, and I didn't realize that the canvas was so thick on these older ones. I mean, this canvas is really thick, and it's nice. I like it. It's a made in France one. That doesn't matter to me at all. I don't care. But, so anyhow, I was really disappointed. I thought, I just pay that amount of money for this crappy looking little, and I had no idea it'd be so lightweight. So I was disturbed on all fronts. Anyhow, after a lot of work on this, I finally got the handles down to a reasonable color. See, they're this color all over right now, but they still are a little darker, more red toned than the chaps. And to me, that just, the chaps are beautiful. To me, that just really bothers me, being a little bit of a shade difference there. I don't know why. So because I did so much work on them and don't want them to darken again, I just usually wrap them with twillies. Sometimes I don't, but I usually just wrap them with twillies to keep it nice. Now on my 30, the handles I was able to get really nice and light because they came lighter originally, so that one was easier. And it's funny because this is a 89 and this is a 2003, and there's so much difference in the age, but this one has better quality handles. It just depends on the wear and tear of the person who owned it. So anyhow, that's my story on the Speedy. I think if you like something, go ahead and get it. I mean, I'm usually the type that rebels against what everyone else is doing. So I think if I had waited until now to look for it, I probably wouldn't get one because it's just gone crazy. It's too much. But, you know, am I happy with it, and do I love it, and do I still wear it all the time? Absolutely. I am so happy every time I look at this bag. I'm, you know, getting tired of the whole Louis Vuitton trend on everything, but I'm drawn to the Monogram. I don't really like the Damier Ebene or the white one. I have some pieces, little pieces that are in that, and to me, the checkerboard doesn't do it. I like the Monogram. So I am happy I have mine. I'm glad that I didn't spend a lot on them, and that's the story of how I got my Speedies. So I'd written to this lady and I said, you know, this is not what you advertise. This is not a 30. This is a 25. And she's like, oh, really? Oh, okay. Like, does it matter? And then when I looked at the prices of them, I thought, you know what? It really doesn't matter. I got such a good bargain on it. I'm just going to keep it. So back to my search for the actual 30, which I had originally wanted. And I even got a replica 30 after this just to see if I really did like that size better. And I did. I used that for a while, and just to determine if it was worth the investment on a real one. Some people might not agree with that, but to me, I'm not going to plunk down hundreds of dollars on something if it's not something that works for my lifestyle. So I wanted to give it a trial run with a replica, and that went fine, and I really loved it. And I still have that bag. I don't carry it really anymore because I'm kind of on the fence about the whole replica thing. But anyways, there you go. So I ended up with a 30 as well. So I have purchased organizers for the center of it, but you know, I really don't need them on the 25 because it does retain its shape even without a base shaper or an organizer because it's small. And I prefer to just throw everything in this particular bag. When I've had the organizer, I realized it added weight and I could get less in it. So see, I've got a lot in there. I'm not going to do a what's in my bag in this one, but this one is the old kind that had the kind of plasticized lining in there, and the other side it has peeled a little bit. So one side has it still, one side doesn't. It doesn't bother me. I just keep tissues in that little pocket anyways because I don't want to make the lining worse. But so you could just throw everything in there. And then what I do always, oh, and this one had, I think this is the one that had the key. It had the lock on it, original lock. Whoops. Still attached over here. And I didn't want to stretch this out more. So I found a key on Etsy that matched the number. It says 300. So I was able to move the lock over, which is where I like to keep it. But I always keep the keys to these on the D-ring so that I'm not without it. So I usually keep the locks on the handle just so it doesn't wear out the leather. And then the pull tab is still on. It's really flexible at the top here because it's old, but you know, I don't want to tear it off and lose it. So when I use the zipper, I just hold it by the middle part anyhow. So there you go. That's my Speedy 25 because I like it. It doesn't make me basic and it doesn't make you basic. Buy what you like and wear what you like. It doesn't matter what everyone else is doing at the moment. Don't fall into that trap because you will constantly need to be buying the newest and the latest and you'll be in debt forever and you won't really like what you have. So if you love it, buy it, enjoy it. Life's too short to not buy what you love, but you can usually find more reasonable prices, of course, in the pre-loved market. And just be careful. Now there's a lot of really good fakes out there, and there's kind of unscrupulous people still selling them on eBay, I'm sure. You know, back when I got this, it wasn't really that much of an issue, and this is obviously authentic. But yeah, just be careful, do your due diligence, research the sellers, and enjoy. If it's what you like, enjoy it. Okay, if you like this video, please like and subscribe. Until next time.